Nikolay, it's very nice to have you, and you are the co-founder of Brighty App, and it's a pleasure to be talking to you today. So so we've been seeing certain banks fall in the US and in the EU, and especially in the EU, like Credit Suisse. So based on this, fintechs, startups have been they've been like riding the wave, I would rather say, right? So based on this, what's your take on this? Do you see this as a problem or an opportunity where you could show your colors? How do you see this?
Right. Yeah. So for sure, we cannot ignore the regularity, uncertainty, and market volatility and trust issues that we see already in the market. But I think it's more about unique opportunity, because as for me, the startups itself are born to solve the problems faster than anybody can do that. And it's for sure the opportunity for startups, because we can disrupt these issues. We can evolve quicker than the big banks, and while the financial institutions are struggling to keep up with rapid changes, shifting consumers' demands, this creates a lot of opportunities for fintechs like we are to make an impact in financial sector and offering more craft solutions. So it's more about crafting and targeting what the customers really needs at these days. And I think these startups can bridge the gap between the traditional banking systems and unbanked or underbanked population, promoting financial institution or on a broader scale. So again, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because you're not just building startups for what already solved. You're just building startups to solve what haven't been targeted and solved correctly. So
yeah. So do you still see a gap in neobanks in Europe and globally? And if you do see, what are those? Could you please explain?
Right. This is why we started actually building our neobank Brighty, because we saw some major gaps there. Yeah. The first and the most straightforward, the seamless integration of fiat and crypto are still undeveloped. So many new banks offer either traditional banking or crypto services, but not both. And there is for sure needed a better integration of fiat and crypto services to provide one-stop solution for users. This is very straightforward, but yeah, this is what we have. Another thing is advanced DeFi products. And when we comparing ourselves to our competitors, we just emphasize on this to just neobanks offering just traditional finance and DeFi products that they pretty, we have seen very rapid growth on that, but the adoption of DeFi in neobanks are pretty limited, and the DeFi products gave the users opportunity to yield and earn on the stable coins on the crypto, and there are not many neobanks that can offer that for their users. And I think offering such products like staking, yield farming, lending can attract a broader user case. So and this can be a solution to the issue that neobanks, banks, they can provide the deposits, for example, and neobanks can provide the DeFi, and that's just win-win situation. So these two, actually we are focusing most when developing our service. Another thing is proof of reserves. So that's for sure should be targeted by the neobanks. So this increase the trust. So and I do believe that the neobanks with proof of reserves can be more more trustful from users than just banks, because these things like exist in the blockchain, and the sophisticated proof of reserves like can improve the trust, like I don't like enormous like value. So just like this is pretty I mean challenging thing, but it should be done. And what's next? I think like we have still problems with mass adoption because of the of crypto neobanks, crypto services, because of the accessibility. So it's like still like undeveloped, and like user experience is bad. Fees are quite big. So I think especially like for crypto fiat neobank, we should also target that. So like we should have like easy to use crypto fiat application. The fees should be like understandable. It's like I'm also like using some services there, like, and I really do care and I do understand how the blockchain works. I do not understand why so high fees they would like me to pay. So, and this is what we also like targeting, like when developing our product for Europe. And I think like by addressing these gaps and enhancing these features, we can, be in a position like for long-term success in Europe.
Right. All right. Thank you. So I mean, yeah, you were saying some of the challenges. So my third question was about the challenges. So what are the main challenges you see on neobanks, globally and in Europe?
Yeah, so like in the Europe, like it's again, so like it's pretty straightforward. So the fragmented nature of the market with different languages, cultures, regulatory frameworks across the member states, these make and can make, this can make and already make more difficult for neobanks to scale operations, establish a uniform presence across the region. So like in that case, you should adjust the application based on the different languages. You should have support. You should understand your customers, because every state of European Union has like something specific, and this is really challenging, but this is really interesting. Another thing like is regulatory compliance. It's evolving. It's a little bit different across all the states. So you should talk with a customer on their language, for sure. So like it's about the customer support. And yeah, that's the one thing that. Another thing that I would also highlight is like profitability. Sometimes on neobanks, they are going for the number of customers, but they forgot that they need to earn to survive, and they and especially at that time when the market is like not stable, the neobanks should understand how they can earn to survive, just not relying on the the volume of investments that they get. So right. I think that's the points.
Right. So we know the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, has been going after many crypto companies. So as far as Europe is concerned, how is their regulation, and are they like infringing on crypto adoption? What's your take on it?
Yeah, I think it's generally positive, because there are a lot of European Union efforts to provide clear and harmonized framework for digital assets, and fintech services could stimulate innovating and help establish Europe as a hub of blockchain and fintech development. Right. I do really like that the how it evolved in Europe. So we have I know they are working on creating harmonized and legal framework for digital assets and fintech services like MiCA, and that's a pure real step that everybody would like to have a clarity and not banning that. And this will help to have, I mean, clear, regular mass adoption of crypto in Europe. A lot of things also done on the other side of like crypto regulation in Europe. There is like transfer rule also, and I do believe that this will create like positive effect on the crypto in Europe itself. As again, so like we are building the crypto fiat neobank regulated, and I do think that this is the win situation for us. I mean,
right. Thank you. So what do you think banks will look like and will function in say, in about 10 years from today? How do you see that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very bad in, I mean, in imagination, what can happen. I think like everything, as I understand, like the current situation, the blockchain and the AI will be polishing the next few years of everything, and
Right.
the banks is like one of the a part of this like polishing and improvement. I think like banks will prioritize environmental, social, governance factors, their operation. They become more humanized. I think they become more advanced. They will add more blockchain in their operation. I think there might be like some blockchain, I mean, interchange in the information between banks. I hope and I believe the KYC procedures also like improve, so like there wouldn't be a need just to, I mean, to do KYC procedure for the same person like every time he would like to open the account. That's crazy, but this should be like solved. So and I think the blockchain and AI will very improve this banking sphere during the next 10 years. And yeah.
Right. So so now since you developed Brighty, so what are the main parameters or the main points that you consider, you know, before you start building you know, some application like Brighty which you just developed?
Yeah, so what's the main points when we're building application? We just care about our customers,
right?
So and we really prioritize the transparency, regulation, compliance, and security. So every time we do something, we think like whether it's enough secure for our customers, whether it's enough clear and transparent for them. All the decisions made based on that, because like we ourselves, our customers of our bank, we're using that and would like have the best secure service. So there shouldn't be any questions about that. That's why we also like when it comes to the partnership, we choose the best one. So like Fireblocks, so they provide us best in market custody service. We integrated with them. We're using them. We have some plans together how we can improve the overall experience of customers, and that's very important. Like because the Fireblocks itself like is kind of like costly, but as for now that doesn't matter, because like we would like to have more secure and using the best in place technologies that we can to provide this for customers. Same for cloud services. Like we're using Amazon because they certified, they following all the European GDPR policies, and that's very important for us.
Right.
This is what I can say. So like as a Swiss, I mean, as a Swiss born company, like it's very important for us this private, trustful, and wealth management that we provide for a customer. That is, so it's like in our DNA.
Right. So how do you differentiate Brighty from some other wealth management app? Like what is it that sets you apart? or why should I use your app rather than something else?
Right. Yeah. So again, so like what we are targeting more. So we would like to provide clear, easy to use the crypto and fiat application where the crypto is not something difficult for you. It's humanized. Yeah. It's easily understandable. It's unorganized. So like you don't fear. You don't feel fear of using crypto. It's self-explaining. It is provide you and selects the best. I mean, again, so best DeFi services. So we list only the most trustful and the most secure products. So you don't need to choose them. We just like give you ability to choose from already chosen and certified. I mean, certified by us DeFi's. So and crypto becomes something that you can use in your everyday life. So it's not just like investing. You can buy coffee with your Bitcoin, and
Right.
that is how we would like to differentiate ourselves. Again, so it's for consumers, but we also have some plans how we can work with businesses, because like crypto business accounts still also undeveloped, and we have plans also like to start providing services for crypto startups companies that just need a banking account with their crypto account just for pay in place. And we have the same issue. Like it was how much it was 2 or 3 months of time took us just to open bank accounts, crypto exchanges, and I think this is a problem for startups like we are. And I think we'll start targeting that, providing the startups, crypto startups, banking services. So this is what I am feeling like is kind of like very good space to think.
Right. So what's your take on artificial intelligence, and do you have any hopes of integrating this AI into your Brighty app, or any other app that you're supposed to like develop in the future?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. We already started integrating CHAT GPT in our everyday life. So I don't. I think like very few people not have heard about that.
Right.
It's really. I mean, it's really. I don't know. I don't even can say the right word, but it's like a very cool thing. So like I'm using that like for everyday life. I ask my colleagues and developers also use that, because it helps like to increase your productivity. So it's this is what I can say like about the development or the operation process, but it's for sure like we'll change how the banking support works, because yeah, customer service improved by AI, powered by AI, chatbots and virtual assistants. In the way how I see that chat GPT works, I mean it will create like it will make this like more human, because they are for sure a problem that banks are not for people. They communicate with their customers not in their language, because like sometimes it's very technical, customers struggling to understand what does it mean. And I think like adding the chat GPT will for on this part for sure will solve this, because it will be like humanized, but still like a powered chatbot, but sometimes it will be like even more humanized. You just talk to the support. So I see the really good opportunity on that part. Another thing is like offering personalized financial advices and portfolio management. That's for sure an interesting point, but here I don't. They might be like need some regulation, because like if chatbot giving you financial advice, how it works, should it be licensed or like whatever? But it's like it sounds cool actually. But I think like we'll see like some restrictions like in few months, like on some spheres where the chatbots cannot do nothing until they license or get some approval from regulation or customer countries. Let's see actually. And the third pillar here, it's like for sure security. I think we'll start integrating some AI driven fraud detection in the Brighty. We already start integration in the chat actually, but I feel like more power on how we can utilize it, like in fraud and prevention system. And overall, the bank starts speaking the human language. That's pretty cool. Right. I do really like the how fast it developed. So like nobody have heard about that like 3 months ago, and right. Now, like there are a batch of people who are afraid of that. There are a batch of people who can feel like something very good on that. So I just would like to see how like what they will be like in 2 months, 3 months. We'll see. But again, so answering your question, yes, we already start integrating that. So like I think as a startup, you should be agile on whatever happens like around you, which AI technology boosts the regulation, these banking crises. You should be very fast, agile, and you should react on everything to stay in the market.
Right. So you talked about CHAT GPT giving out financial, like advice or something. So how reliable is this? Can we like put our money, based on its, predictions and?
It's very questionable again. So that's why I was emphasizing that there should be like some regulations on that, because CHAT GPT it's sometimes gives not correct responses, and the bad thing here that it gives these responses from like with some supportive information that sometimes you even don't understand that this is not true. It was just imagined, like an edit. Then that might be a problem here. And as for now, like everybody should care about what CHAT GPT is answering. Like, should I recheck that? And about the financial advice, yeah, these things should be like unaffiliated, and how I think there should be like special framework actually for that. So because it might affect a lot of people. And one person will say like ChatGPT suggested me something, please protect me. I think like especially US will react like very fast on that.
Right. So am I seeing people losing their jobs in the future, because of CHAT GPT? What's your take on that?
I think everything evolving. So these people who are losing, they just need to adjust to what we have, because like again, so CHAT GPT for now is just a tool, and yeah, everybody should understand how to use the new tools, because it will help to like there might be like new jobs that all just using the CHAT GPT again, but it's fine. It's just like we're just evolving. We are creating new professions, new like everything all like stay in the past. But there are like still opportunities to to do the better things. Maybe these routine tasks would never need it for humanity, and we just need to think more about the creative things, more about how improve everything around you. And you shouldn't be. It's just time when you stop doing these routine things and just doing more creative things, and there are a lot of opportunities for that. This is what we have. It's I think for humanity, it's a very good step.
All right. So thank you very much for your time.